live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go, yeah. Shooting star, yeah, all over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not what my way and go, yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO, yeah.
That underground music, riding in the years, not used. Tighten up, you'll lose. I approve. I bet I stamped and approved. Straight underground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money wife. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You need a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them Tina with the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles up her brothers. I said, jumping back, been lit. You at? She was just running, Emmett Smith, running back. She had to make it. Rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me paying down, painting nails, calling me Sonic the Hedgehog the way I be chasing. You know she got them
Brands of the bed.
I'm in Miami, so knowing the
Bands of the jet.
I called her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good is gone, boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes.
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Like damn, why I get a like urn, I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like white, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. He'll manage only a couple. Latu there to bring him down. Second down and 8. Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Steelers.
On first down, right back to White. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second down and 7.
They face second down and 7. Out of the gun, Tunga Vailoa. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's a give up the middle with White. There he goes. Inside the 30. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They put Pickens in motion. 2 and out on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On second down, a run with White. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing on third down, Tunga Vailoa. That is intercepted. He gets free. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Indy. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And, Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Austin now to return this. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. That's complete. Left side to Pickens.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the gun, here's Tua. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's caught! And he will take this one in. 82 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Point after try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. 2nd and 7. They go right back to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, it will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll motion over Pierce. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And I think this is going to be a matchup they exploit the rest of the game. They go to it here early to test it. And I think with those results, it's something they should continue to come back to, because I'm not sure the defense has a matchup for that running back.
Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter.
7-7.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Back to to the sideline and intercepted.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
First and 10. Bateman is the motion man. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all. Here's 2nd and 9. For his own end zone, it's Tua. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds on to that ball for 1 count longer, and most likely was going to result in a sack.
3rd and 2. Tungo Vailoa. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They'll run over center with White. Down the sideline to the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Zamir White. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. And he's near the 1st down, stopped a little short of the 40.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. He's going to have a Colts 1st down by a couple of yards. as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
He'll get about 2. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll find his running back, White. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
This one complete to Bateman. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Now a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Tua. Coming open, that's the tight end Likely. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. Again, it's Tua. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. They put Pickens in motion. They run on the jet sweep. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. fake the handoff. Now, Tua. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And the Steelers' first down.
Throwing is Tua. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Tua to throw again. He'll go right and find his running back. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And this will be tracked down and intercepted.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense. The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Here's Tua now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. play action. Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Bateman is the motion man. Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Steelers first down as this defense can't come up with the play they need. They surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The give to White. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with White. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Zamir White. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point, up and good. And the Steelers up their lead. It's now 24-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll motion over Pierce. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A big gainer for Indianapolis, and even 30 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Bateman is the motion man. The drive begins with a run by White. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Another run here with White. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll send a tight end in motion right. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 2. It's the tight end Likely in motion. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll look to throw again.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Weed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a give on the ground. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Steelers.
On the give, it's White. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. They'll run, and setting up the reverse. No, he keeps it himself. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Downs goes in motion. They'll throw out of the gun. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Steelers will take over possession here at the 44.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days. And I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly, because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run out of the gun. This is White. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On third down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Back to throw. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the offense will get the ball back, be touchdown, and that will be a wrap. This game is over. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.